Hi everyone, we are live from Thailand. Pipat speaking. Today is a special day. It is our long weekend in Thailand, and it is very good opportunities. And we are university mates, and today we stayed together last night, and we creating a special program and share you about what's happened in English environment here. I will showing now. And today I would like my friends, my close friend, my university mates to introduce himself.
Go first.
เสื้อบัง Okay. Introduce yourself first.
I'm a long-time friend of Kun Pipat. I think perhaps over 40 years. But look at his face. All right. Nice to meet you all.
Yeah. Let's say they're over 4 decades.
Yeah, for the kids.
4
Yes.
decades since we were 16 or 17. Yeah.
Well, for you it's 15. For me about 18. Anyway, our relationship sort of on and off for over 40 years, and since we're getting close to retirement age, we have
say that?
I dare to say that. So we have more time to what you call is relieve what we had in the past 4 decades.
Okay.
That's why we have to come. Hang around together more often. And I think next week we're gonna do that again, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Somewhere.
Yeah. Okay. This is our new one. Yeah. Let's say this long time old friend, but it's quite new for us. So.
Well, he's a new actor.
Yeah. Because actually, Three Point is he did live. He just did live with me a couple of days ago. Yeah. And this come to this a gentleman in the middle. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Introduce yourself.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. We know each other. Siripon, we know.
Well, more
since
than
we
in
are
high school.
in high school,
In
yes.
high school.
But we go to the university in the same university, but in the different field of engineering. He's the electrical engineering,
And he
is the irrigation
Yeah.
engineering.
And he's in a
Me,
dream of
civil.
field. Field of dream.
That's okay. My name is Somsak.
Okay, a little bit add some information about Somsak, and Sripon. Sripon, yeah, as you know, yeah, because we mentioned earlier that he actually we are the KU, a local university, Kasetsat University alumni. And then after graduation, we spend a lot of the things differently, because some further his education in master degree abroad. Yeah, both of them they further his education abroad in States, and Sripon further his education in Ohio. Yeah. And
yeah,
then,
first in Ohio and then Missouri.
Yeah.
And
then
then-
this.
and then
I
Thailand.
think he told you a couple of days before ago here about his background. And for Somsak, how about your experience in master degree?
Master in the I work in Kasetsat University too, but in the further education I go to Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
In US.
It's about the 1980s.
1980s. In the 80s.
For me, 1999.
1999.
Oh, you're 1999.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Okay, because earlier I mentioned about the how to adapt yourself in countries that you didn't get used to, because you study in Thailand in a schooling system in Thailand. English you learn in Thailand 12 years in the schooling system. Yeah, and they are, let's say another 4 years in university. Yeah, and we talk and share the ideas so many times and about what the reason why students who let's say forced to study by this curriculum cannot speak English, cannot have their sufficient proficiency in communicative English. That is what in our club. Now we are in the True English Speaking Club that people share about the why and how we can improve our competency effectively, and we try to come up with the ideas. Let's back to what we learn our mother tongue by natural way. Yeah. So my first question today is about how do you think, what is your idea about the Thai curriculum that is have been teaching Thai students and stress or emphasize the grammars and rules. About what is about your idea, Samsak?
We can say that we are the old style. I mean, outside curriculum that we're talking about the grammar and the rule. In first talking, we don't have chance to use, or maybe we just talk to my friend in the room that because the teacher tell us to do that. So when I was in US at the first time, I got trouble too, because it's very difficult to speak to the native people, and then they understand as well. I know they try to understand us, but it's still difficult. So maybe we need to change from the old style curriculum to something else. I mean, we need,
Yeah, how about you, Sripon? The same question.
Same question, same answer that he
Yeah,
did.
yeah, exactly the same. I think we agree the same thing, and actually we talk a bit about this in terms of education. We mentioned about the old approach. Let's say it is teacher-centered education. Yeah, and now we're going to change to student-centered education. That's allow to more and more two-way communication and allow students can express themselves with confidence. In our room, we mentioned about the basic skills in English or other languages, practicing. Yeah, basically it is speaking, speaking, writing. It is an active way, and listening and reading is a passive way. Yeah, altogether, it is so-called a foundation, and we are sharing, and we found that we agree with something in common is because of the only one thing, even though they learn English for over 10 years, it is because of the self-confidence. Yeah, lack of the practicing in the real situation. Yeah, and then how you think how can we improve? Okay, after graduation, and you think and you think about how to I mean in an active way, how to self-improve yourself for English communication.
Let's see my idea.
Yeah,
When I look through this problem, in the former time, unfortunately, we don't have the people. I mean, the Thai people have a chance to go abroad and then learn or practice in speaking. So people learn how to write at first. So that's why they understand well in grammar, and then when they come to be the teacher, they start from this point. For example, in Japan, in the former time, I know many professors. The Japan is come from the cross country first, and then open to the international. many old professors have very good writing in English, and then they can speak English but very slowly, but very well English.
Slowly you mean it's not interactively, right?
Not
that fluent.
yeah. I mean they can use it very well, but not like not natural. Anyway, there is can communication. So in the former time, we can say that this way can make the people communication to the world. That's okay. That's okay. But right now, maybe the world is go so fast, so people want to communicate very fast. So maybe the idea of the new people want to talk first, and then learn the grammatical in later. It's maybe I think like that. So I cannot tell you that which one is the better thing to start. But anyway, it's come out the same thing that you can communication. And maybe communication very well too. If you practice writing very well, then you can speak very well too. Or you can speak very well and then you can learn grammatical very well too in later. Whatever, I mean.
Okay, I think that is about the appropriate way, and we can adapt to in different environment. And when you mentioned about education in English teaching and learning in Japan, it is my direct experience. I met a vendor 3 years ago. He can talk with the Thai customers very fluently. I asked him why, and how about the educational system in Japan, how you learn English, how you study English. He said actually in Japan it's exactly the same as Thailand. Students supposed to start their learning English since kindergarten. It is exactly the same as ours. But and what is result? What is happens after graduation? Is we face the same situation that the student cannot use English fluently and effectively and interactively. Because any skill, like you go swimming and would you like to be a good swimmer, it needs practicing. And English language skill is the same thing. You're supposed to keep practicing unstoppably, and then and I saw on why did he use English and talk with the customer fluently. What he told me that this is Yu Hei Sang is his name, and he has been living in Thailand 12 years in so far, and day one he said he cannot even simple words he couldn't understand, and he start talking with the Thai people. That is first of his lesson in his real world when he immersed himself in a Thai speaking country, and after 6 months, he start he consult book and how about the Thai language from a book and website, because Japan government they provide like a website to help the Japanese who spend their life in Thailand. You can go to the website and then you can start the first chapter very easy, and how to pronounce a simple greeting word, something like that. And then this is the way he learned how to read and write. But the first 6 months they start from the speaking naturally and try to let's say how you say he tried to capture what he heard, and then he speak it out here. Just listen and speak out with his understanding by the context and clue. That is natural way, you see. It is natural way. And what I saw when I met after 12 years in Thailand, he can speak and talk and he can chat by the live application. He can text in Thai here after 16, and along the way he kept listening radio, Thailand radio, and then watch, and he can share his idea with customer every times, little by little, and then he can use Thai language more and more confidently here. So that is a show that it is a proven way. And what I noticed that while he was available with that there was no the customer coming to his booth, he kept reading. He kept reading English book. Yeah, that is he expand his knowledge to the other language. And then I create one video clips and tell my audience that you see what he show is a passion. The passion is most important besides self-confidence. Yeah, that is what I would like to share when you're talking about what happens in the Japanese education. Yeah. Okay, I think that is what in general. And today we would like to focus his direct experience because as I told you, after 12 years and 16 years after graduation, they had the chance to study in abroad. 1985, 1989, 1990. Okay, sorry. And then, okay, please share your impressive experience in America on day one. Yeah, Silipon first.
I think try him first.
Okay.
Try him first.
Yeah, when I was the one who graduated and
May I interrupt? May I interrupt? How about your TOEFL examination?
480 at that time.
480.
Yes, 80. Yes, and
Very mid.
not high enough to study abroad.
And okay.
But that's why I have to go to have the pre-English course first.
Oh, you did.
And which part in the TOEFL testing did you
Verbal.
feel most troublesome?
Verbal. Yes.
And how about the listening and
Listening is also verbal is the hard part for me. I mean almost zero. And then I got the another test GRE. I got the full score of the analytical.
Yeah.
Is very weird. That's one I got full.
Yeah.
Another one I almost nothing.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay.
It mean I know some normal English. I mean some general everyday English or something like that.
Basic conversation,
yeah,
something like that.
But not the specific word or something like that. Like the high skill of English. That is the part that I got trouble.
So you mean your GRE part of analytical you got?
I got
your full marks.
And
the verbal almost zero. I think because the verbal in GRE test is gruesome. it's not everyday word. I would say that even the native speaker could not do that better. But I myself I got about
maybe because the background is engineering, so analytical is very. It's not hard for me. That's okay.
Okay.
Also, mathematics is okay. The big score.
Yeah. So let's focus on the English part.
So when I was in US for the pre-English course, I got the trouble in communication. I mean, some people try to help us very good, but sometimes the driver in the bus cannot understand what we want to go to somewhere. The thing that we know the English word, we know the grammatical, but pronunciation is very bad. They don't understand like that. So they have to repeat, and maybe we have to spell, and then they show us how to pronounce that word
Yeah.
Like something that we want to go back to Ramada Hotel. They cannot go to my place until they tell us that we have to say Ramada. We have to pronounce in the right pronunciation too.
Yeah.
So that maybe is the hard part for the Thai people, that we have to pronounce
Yeah.
not only the vocabulary or
Yeah.
spelling right,
Yeah.
but we have to pronounce in like a native English too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that is the first thing I learned, that it's not only know the words, but we have to pronounce in the native language too.
Yeah. Okay. That is and how we can manage this in a practical way, because what we shared a couple of years in our group in the True English Speaking Club is teacher team who manage this club. He tried to come up with the technique that is called the deeply listening. Because if you cannot listen, and if you don't deeply listen, you cannot like make difference about the pitch of the voice or rhythm and everything. So you're supposed to listen, and you have to stay focused on what you are listening, and then you speak it out. It's not a one-time process. It's not overnight process. It's time-taking process, as you know. Yeah.
I have one point.
Wow.
It's come from myself. I try to listen a lot from the tape recorder, and try to speak before I go to abroad, and it doesn't work. Maybe I'm very lazy. Or I think that I understand what you say, but I'm lazy to pronounce like the thing that I listen. So something is work, something is doesn't work. The only way that I think is we need to have a chance to speak with the native language, because they're gonna confusing, and that is the thing that try to convince us to change the pronunciation from the thing that we like to pronounce to the thing the right thing that I have to pronounce. That the point that there is like a enforcement from the co-speaker or whatever. For learning myself, I'm very lazy to try to convince myself to speak like a thing that I listen. That may be the thing that we try, and we spend a lot of time, and my English skill is doesn't go as we want, go up like we want. Yeah.
Okay. Let's say that better say that you are inactive sometimes. So it's not lazy. Yeah, Sripon, would you like to add something about in the issue?
Yeah, basically I would say that we lack of practice. As you guys know,
That's the key, right?
Is a key.
Golden key.
Practice is mother of all skill. Okay, and when you think of that, why you need to practicing it, people always feel there's a lot of pleasure that you well, if I don't do that, I'm not gonna make it, so I have to force myself. And when you're doing that, you're not gonna be very adaptive. Okay, but to me, I say, what the heck, just go for it. When I have a sense of go for it, I get myself off the emotional pressure. I don't care what the hell is what people are gonna say. I just jump in it, and I have sense of play. When I have sense of play, I dare to say anything, and with that feeling, I say anything that you guys think is gonna be the issues, problem, or obstacle. I don't feel it. I just play in the flow.
And you become more relaxing, right?
Yeah, when you more in a relaxing state or you flow state, you don't care about anything. You just enjoy the moment. That's how you learn.
Yes.
That's how you learn.
Yes.
So first of all, if you guys would like to be good at anything, you have to create your own playground. That means you have to enjoy it. You don't force yourself. Well, sometimes you have to force yourself first. and then you change your mindset that I need to change it from being pressured to learn, enjoy to learn.
Okay. Yeah. I would like to say something about the keywords he just mentioned. My understanding is what is hidden in his explanation is don't care. Yeah, don't care is the keyword for me. Don't care means what? Remember, go be you always. That is self-confidence coming. Go be always and don't care anything, and you be brave enough to do what you are gonna do it. That's it. That is. It's not only English or language practicing. It's happen to any activities happen in your life. Go be you and believe in yourself. That's it. Yeah, a little bit Siripon. Yeah. Earlier.
Before you go in there, there's a catch. Okay, sometimes people I have a class with from a country I'm not going to name that. He go to another length of play, which is I think is harmful. Mm-hmm. He's too much confident in what he's saying, and he didn't try to change it adaptively. He just say what he want to say, but he never get the feedback or listen to the have interaction with the others. I mean the audience. So he didn't know that he didn't speak it correctly, but he has so much confidence that this it's gonna kill the play.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna kill center play, and I still remember that guy.
Yeah.
He tried to speak English with confidence, but nobody understand what he said because he didn't listen to the audience. He didn't look at the body language whether they understand or not. If he did that, that means he gonna play with the audience adaptively. When you play with adaptively, you even if you play with audience, it's gonna be a lot of fun, and then you're gonna learn by the process.
Okay, it might be close to what we are talking in our club is it is we believe how we call it's a nature law. Nature law. Don't go against the nature. Yeah. Okay, I will talk a bit with my audiences. Okay, now we will talk about the general point of view about English, and then you are welcome to ask the question in the Q&A session at the end. Please leave your comment if there's some question arising along the way. And I would like to share his idea, talk with me a couple of days ago. He mentioned one sentence is, in his opinion, grammars. Grammar is the king. Because sometimes people think about the grammar and rules and they okay, it's not important because if you like to speak English and use it fluently, you're supposed to don't so serious about the grammars and rules, and you can use might be simple words, and sometimes when you come to the English usage in higher levels, your grammar and rule that is important.
Yeah.
And how about your ideas? Because he told me grammar is the king.
Because my professional is a professor in university. Yes, everybody communicate from the speaking. So we share the idea, everything from communication and speaking. But at the end of the professional, you have to writing, the researcher, little research, the problem, the answer, whatever you have to report to the thing that you try to explain or try to share or try to develop everything up to the final level. So this thing have to be right in grammar, in writing, and then people they have the standard in reading, whatever. That is the rule of the papers or whatever we have to share in informal. That's why I agree with him that the writing, the grammar is the king, because the final professional, you need to throw out from writing. But anyway, when we have the seminar, whatever, you have to explain in normal language. It's okay, because we try to make everybody to understand. So that is my idea. I agree with him that grammar is.
May I add? I would say that I don't recall that I said that grammar is the king.
You
but
did.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
you
the
did.
emperor.
I have evidence.
It's emperor. Anyway, what I would like to add is this: when you start learning English conversation, I think you need to have a lot of sense of play. When you have a lot of sense of play, you know that when you play, first you might have be at level 1 and you need to up your level, and you keep playing, and so that's why grammar comes into play. Okay, when grammar comes into play, it means that you go to a next level. Especially in academic, you have to speak very precise in your meaning. You have to put word precisely. That means your grammar has to be very correct. If you're not correct,
Just mean let it go naturally, right?
yeah, it's keep growing. That means you have to grow your capability of competence in speaking and reading and writing. We have to learn every day.
Yeah, that is confirmed. This teacher team idea, because he mentioned about this process several times. But sometimes it's because of the people have the different perception, they cannot imagine because they are their world program. Yeah, because you have to study in 4 classroom, and then you have to memorize the hundreds or thousands of words. Otherwise, you cannot speak English. But what teacher team came up with to our members a couple of years at least, that natural way, and it's time taking. But you have to be patient and you wait, because when you come to some point, it's a turning point. Like when you practice riding bicycle, you can see, okay, for the first few days you cannot, but you can, I think, in your experience. How about in the second, when you can?
When you can, yes,
when you made it, that is a click. It's a turning point. Yeah. And a while ago he mentioned, I also agree, because it's time taking, and you're supposed to acquire your language, second language, naturally, because I read a book. It mentioned about how to use appropriate words, and when appropriate words, when you are on seminar, you supposed to avoid the idiomatic expression, uncommon words, because the international audiences, when you go in seminars, academicians get together, they mostly learn English through reading, not listening. That is against nature.
That is what I told you before.
Yes, that is why I mentioned this, because I agree with you, and this is what my idea would like to share about this thing. Yes. Okay, let's see. Is any comment and any question?
Okay.
Okay, let's go on the last question. Let's say, because in the beginning you said there are so many reasons people cannot immerse themselves in English-speaking country. I think that is out of that. Now we are in the 21st century.
Yes.
Everything turned upside down. Yeah, and it is said that our world is one village. We can connect. Now we are talking about the people who are watching from the other side of the world. Here, it's never happened in our age, right?
Yeah.
Here, so this is change. I think we need to change our paradigm. Yeah, about the way of the acquiring communication and whatever. So, and you share the fact. Immerse in the speaking English country, yeah, it is perfect because when you learn English, you have to think not only the grammar and rule, because you have to learn in parallel the culture, way of life, belief, whatever. Yeah, that is language. It's not just only grammars and rules. And when you immerse yourself in the English-speaking country, that is this opportunity. But the fact is there are not so many people who can afford, cost
To be abroad.
to be spend to spend their life abroad, and sometimes because of their time limitation, you're supposed to be super busy with your work. You have to start your career and whatever. And I think now Facebook Live, like we are doing now, we can talk face to face, with the people, so we can comment and share. And maybe if someone would like to jump in, they are welcome.
Yes.
And that is what we are thinking. Sometimes you have the many other choices to improve your English without immersion in English-speaking country. Now I'm challenged most of you to share if we can afford the highly high cost to study abroad. If you still work and spend your life in your country, how?
You're asking for alternative, right? Okay.
I no. I think it's a possibility. How to improve your English and spend your life in the English
Country? I mean,
English speaking environment in your own country.
your own country first.
Let's say that in your village, nobody talk English at all. But since we
It
have
is a remote area, very
remote
remote.
area. And when you and people in your village when I think you're so crazy, who you gonna talk to? What good is English? It's not good at all. But the people that in that village, I mean, for in particular, they might think that I'm not gonna be tied up with in this village, and in the future, not in very near future, village gonna be global, and everybody from all walks of life and every corner of the world might come and join. Especially we have internet. We don't have to be physically there. We can be here virtually, anytime, any day, any place we want. So when you think of this one, it means that you have to branch out of your I want to call it comfort zone, but you have to think outwardly. When you think outwardly, internet is one thing, and when we have the social media like YouTube or Facebook, that's the way that you can branch out. When you branch out, you would like to interact with the others on the outside, on the other side. I recall when I first stepped in the US, I would like to talk to a lot of people. That's my gut feeling. I would say I would like to play. Okay, and why? Why do I like to play? Because I said, well, it's my purpose. My purpose is I would like to get my message across. And how to do that? Even though I live in a dorm, but in the dorm I'm quite I'm a grad student, and most students are in a bachelor. They're a lot younger than I am, so the way they think, the way they talk, and the culture is different. All in terms of the age different. So what I do is I use the chat system. That's one in a long time we call as chat, or something that like what you have. We call it this in these years that we call it texting. So I keep chatting with people to whom that I never know. I have a problem, and I ask them, if you have discovered a problem, how to do that. And the people in the internet that time, I would say they are very good net citizen. Okay, they help without knowing who they are. So just like what happened in a Wikipedia, people volunteer to do that. They are good citizens. They don't care. They don't want money, but they would like to help. that's why I say that internet is a good way to do it. Of course, you will be discouraged by some moron that say, well, what the hell you doing? These three stooges come and talk. I don't feel it's good anyway. So that's a blame bias. You just have to ignore it. There are always people like that. So I would urge you guys that if you would like to practice English, try to do it, and try to get over the feeling that you've been pressured. That some people might think that I might not be good enough. Don't think you are good enough by your own at your own pace.
Okay.
Keep practicing using the social media thing like that. But I'm not going to do that. I have some other thing else to do. But I will try to jump in from time to time to share my experience. Okay. I think just about that.
Okay. Thank you very much, Siripon or Ajahn Jack.
Don't
as
call
we
me.
go. As we go. Yeah, I would like to add a bit about what is keywords, because he said that we supposed to play. To play. When how do you feel with the words play? You feel relaxed. What you are doing.
Yeah.
And then when you feel that you are playing with something, that means you love it. When you love it, what is the consequences? It is constructive consequences, because when you open your mind, because like my son, when he love playing, love gaming, he can spend there long times, all day long, and I used to talk with Teacher Tim about a words, the attention span, and why TED Talk program is limited just 17, because this is from the research that the human being have the limited attention span is 80 minutes. But that is a theory, that is the research. And what's happened if you love something you are doing, like my son, he loves gaming. He can, when he woke up and he can spend whole days on, he's crazy on the gaming. No need to talk about the attention span. It is unlimited. That is I would like to share. Okay. I would like to ask, as now you are working for university as an instructor in Kasesa University, Department of the Civil Engineer. Okay, you spend the most of your time with the young generation. That is, I stay away for many decades, and you are still in the university. And then, what is your idea about the, let's say, the proficiency in speaking English, writing and reading, and let's say the usage of English in your point of view?
Compared to our age, when I was university age.
At the age, okay.
I mean, right now the new generation have the very good English. Yeah, have a good opportunity, and then the English professional is better than us at that time. Also, they have the two in learning in university, because in English right now, when at that time when we was a student in university, we need to use the textbook, and then we need the dictionary to understand the whole textbook. So it spent too much time. But right now we have the Google translation, whatever. They can translate one page in just a minute, whatever. Even though it doesn't correctly, but anyway, it's good enough to understand. And then sometimes I think that they have too much opportunity. Too much opportunity. That's why they spend the rest of the time out of the field of the study. So it's some kind of the benefit, and the it's sometimes good, sometimes bad in both way.
So you have too much and then you need to waste it.
Yeah, something like that. That is the thing that the student in university right now have a chance to learn many things faster than us at that time. But the rest of the time, sometimes they waste it. Sometimes if they use this time to make reading or make the speaking, because the like a Google translation helps you in writing. Right now there is another one programming for writing, right? Grammatica or something like. I'm not so sure in that program. So the writing is more easy. It's easier. It's easier than the previous time. So instead of using the rest of the time in speaking, they play the game in the telephone, in the iPhone, whatever. That the thing that I didn't feel good in this point. Back to the thing I said before, and also Siripon said that they play the game, they have fun in learning speaking. If you bring yourself into the environment, I have an opportunity to go to Japan when I was 22. The first month when I graduated from bachelor degree, I can say that I cannot speak any English, but I know English. I can read, I can write, but I cannot speak any sentence. And I was in Japan for 2 months. So I have to be in Japan, can speak Japanese, can speak English, and have to survive.
Yeah, how you survive that?
Only one who try to understand me is only one professor, and nobody can understand me at that time. So it's something like you was forced to survive. So being in that environmental environment, you have to learn to reason, to try to speak, even though it's good, it's bad, it's right, it's incorrect, it's whatever you have to present, and then somebody try to correct you. About 1 week, it's okay. I can speak to any professor, even though the normal. The young student, Japanese young student on the street, they can't speak English. I know the pronunciation is not good. I mean, all Japanese at that time, and me too, but we can understand. That is the time I was abroad, but different from the time I go to US for pre-English. That we have the chance. Many years in learning how to speak, gain more and more. That make more confident to speak, and also speak in the right pronunciation. Almost. Okay. That mean that I have to talk two-way with the native speaker. This time we have the internet, we can chat, we can Skype, and we can talk to the native. Okay. Another one example, when I went back from the US, we have one daughter. And then in Thailand, we talk in Thai. My wife and I, we talk in Thai. But my daughter spend all the time in television. And then they turn on the Cartoon Network. And when we talk together in Thai, she answer in English with very good pronunciation too. So if you have to learn English, sometimes you use the natural way. Learn by whatever.
Because the kid doesn't have the
just learn it. By the time, just learn it. Watching the cartoon, and then you learn everything they're talking in the television. And then when they go back in the time she go to the school, she get advantage from English speaking and also the pronunciation too.
Okay.
So she have fun with the cartoon. He have fun in try to go step by step. Whatever is like a strategy to try to improve yourself
Actually,
or try to improve someone.
I'm enjoying improve myself.
Uh,
I don't force myself to improve. I
so
just enjoy
that
it.
is the thing that I would like to say.
Yeah. Again, here, he mentioned about the nature law. It's not the human law. Yeah, we have to follow the natural way, and then I think the next program is gonna happen in the next two. Let me put the glasses because
Cannot read it.
aging. I am aging. Yeah, it's about the 10, 30 Thai times here. Because yesterday I met.
9:30.
Now we are in a very very beautiful resort, and the next program I'm gonna interview this owner of the resort and about her dream villa, her dream. What is about the facts about her idea and about her learning issue and about her action. Yeah, it's the next program, but I will interview her in Thai. And the next, after that, I will interview this one of her
Manager.
keeper, resort keeper, right?
Well, call his manager.
Yeah, manager. And I talked with him. He from Pakistan. He's Mr. Afsal, and we talked yesterday. And he told me quite a lot of the amazing the way of the when he spent his time in Thailand, and he can speak Thai today. He can communicate with the customer and whoever. Yeah, he talk and he come talk with him, and perhaps I mean off south. They have so many interesting. I would like to share in the next program about the 11 Thai time. Yeah. And that is amazing for our member. It is all special, and I will broadcast in another club, Beautiful Life of the coach Nelusa. Yeah, yeah. Okay, that is what I think we got a good chance to sit together, get together, and share the things about the English, and it might be beneficial to many other people who are watching, and who might be watch the recording. Yeah. Again, I would like to say your university in America.
What?
Your university?
My university?
Yeah.
The name?
Name?
Oh, okay. It's University of Missouri at Columbia.
University of Wisconsin Madison.
Yeah. I am Pipat, graduate from MIT.
Made in Thailand.
Made in Thailand. Okay, just kidding. Just kidding.
All right. Bye.
No,
Not
let's
buy
see
it?
this.
Okay.
Any
Is there another
question?
I couldn't read it. It's
Okay, let's see.
It's 5
please, read because yeah, this is Benny from Team Lapcock. And
Team again.
We're not from India. What did he say? He said, okay, if you have some idea and to share regarding to this comment. We're not from India. He's a young man and who sacrificed himself that teach beggar in temple in India
okay.
without
What is
money.
it?
Khotan.
Sorry,
What is it? You mean
India.
Indian?
We not. He is one of the member, and he's very active, and he sacrificed himself and disconnect from money, and he taught beggar in the temple in India because he gave opportunity to this group of people. Yeah, that is social is not like to get close to this group. So they think that education is only one opportunity for them to be better in his life. And what he said, he said for effective learning and teaching, we have to remove both means blackboard, I think, and notebook from the class because spoken English must be learned by speaking, not by reading and writing. Yeah, it is a comment. Okay, this is a team question. Yeah, okay, let's see. Yeah, we would like to answer and share with him. His question is how to correctly pronounce in the native languages. How to pronounce properly, let's say, in any language, like a native speaker. How to improve pronunciation.
Practicing.
Okay, you first.
Yes, practicing is the overall word. I mean, practicing is the word we choose. First of all, I think that reasoning is the first thing we have to start. You reasoning the right one, but sometimes you cannot do the right one. Maybe you can get close, but it's maybe not the perfect one. That's why I said in the former that at the previous that we need some native participant to speak with you, and sometimes the audience have to be your friends too, because if he or she is not your friend, it's maybe it's impolite to tell you that you speak wrong. But if they are your friend, they cannot tell you you say wrong. There is one word that I say wrong when I was in US. I talking about herb, and then my friend Dave, he said, when you said herb, I think about my uncle.
Okay.
You have to pronounce herb. Because herb is like a Herbert. When you say herb, I think about you talking my uncle. So if the audience is your friend, he gonna tell you when you say wrong, and then he try to correct you.
Okay.
That I know when I reasoning herb when it's I understand what is it, but American they don't understand.
Okay.
Herb only, just herb. So that is the point.
Okay.
Reasoning is first. You can go up to maybe 90% or whatever, but another last 10%, you need your friend
Okay.
to correct.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much, because we talk about the this word keyword as well, about the correction, about the mistake, about the criticism, about the judge the other people, because that is something, let's say, happens in our countries, like a bullying. That is bullying make people lost their confidence and their correction as well. But we need correction, because when we did mistake, we need correction. But there are so many polite way to respond to that. Some people will speak incorrectly in a very polite, and they did not feel like uncomfortable. Suppose a couple of days I talk with him, and suppose you misuse tenses, because you said you will go to somewhere, you will go to Bangkok yesterday. It's absolutely wrong in terms of camera. But as you didn't say you did big mistake. But this is a program in the students, because if you did mistake, that means that it's not
Punishment.
Yeah, that is from the program that happened in school day, and then we can respond. Okay, oh really? You will go to Bangkok tomorrow or something like that. That is the way, and the people who listen this not feel they are so down.
This is helpful.
Yeah. That is the things. Yeah, Hannah, how about you?
About what?
Yeah, same question is how to improve the pronunciation. You said just practicing. That's all.
enjoy it.
Enjoy it. Just enjoy.
Enjoy-
Feel free.
Enjoy it and don't give the whatever people that have the blame bias toward
Okay.
you.
Okay. How about the others? Passionate, joining, sharing. I do the same talk with my colleagues. You guys gave me a great idea. Thank you. Some rules.
Thank you.
How about this? Jack, Tim. Yeah.
Tim again.
Oh yeah.
What he asked?
What?
He tried.
I cannot read.
He tried to challenge. Yeah, this question.
I cannot read it. Some moron. Yes, do this. So we just try to fill in the blank.
Okay, Super Sunny from India, from Kerala. Yeah, we know each other online 4 months ago, and then he shared very invaluable things in messenger rooms on Facebook Live, and he is very smart, like a typical Indian. Indian is good at their philosophy and good at their wisdom. That is what I can feel when I talk and I experience with Indian people. Good morning, Sunny. Good morning, Sunny. Okay. Okay, I think. Do you have anything else to share? Okay. Last question. What should happen in terms of education in 21st century? The way of teaching, learning, acquiring any language? Okay.
I think I have my mic here.
Okay.
Right.
In the
Okay,
next
last
future,
question,
in maybe very fast future, we know that the technologies go so fast. Right now, we know that we have the to make us understand what any language in the world. Like when you capture the word from you and then you translate to another language. So I'm not sure that the people gonna think that so learning the other language is not important. No need, because we have the machine. I don't know what gonna happen in near future if this kind of machine help people contact each other by no need to learn any language in the world. Maybe good. I think it's good in terms of communication, and then we can connect the world, each other, and maybe have only single world.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. This is the thing that I looking at this time.
Okay.
I don't know what will gonna happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will.
Oh, you are the technology man. So
I would like to add that when you're talking about learning English, right? You're talking about learning English. Is that going to be necessary in the very near future? I would say maybe much more longer than that. If you have the universal translator. Are you guys the fans of the Star Trek? They have a universal translator. They can talk to the aliens without knowing anything. They just try to get the message across and have an AI to translate to the other species.
Yeah.
So there's no need to learn language. I would say they will, but in maybe the year of 3000 or 4000, I don't know. But the matter of fact is that the thing is we have to be compassion. Try to get our message across.
Okay.
No matter what the instrument we're
Okay.
gonna use, gonna be universal translator or even our brain, that we're gonna have to use it.
Okay, thank you very much. I think there are so many other things to talk. There are many perspectives in English or any languages acquisition. I would like to ask Somsak, yeah, to join us the other days, the later. Yeah, we might have so many ideas, and we very easy because of the Facebook Live is a game changer.
Yes.
Yeah, we can arrange our free time and then just pop on the camera.
Last time you
You
talked
did,
to me
you did.
from my bedroom.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, and also while I was driving as
Yeah.
well.
And before leaving, I would like to share my ideas how to improve, according to teacher team question, how to improve your pronunciation of the native languages. Yeah, I think might be. Yeah, I'd rather get married with the native speaker. Yes.
That's why he did.
Okay, that's all. See you all, and be patient for the next 2 hours of broadcasting, talking with Afzal, from Pakistan, here about his dream villa. Yeah, let's say goodbye and living.
Goodbye.
สวัสดีครับ 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 สวัสดีครับ
Goodbye, prosper.